So, next year, or probably this year by the time this video gets put up, it's the 40th anniversary of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one which was directed by Tobe Hooper or Hopper, I can't remember, and featured Gunnar Hansen. Now, Gunnar Hansen is as much of a horror icon as Kane Hodder and Robert Englund, who played Freddy and Jason. He is an absolute legend, and it's only seems fitting that 2013's Texas Chainsaw kicks off this film. He kicks off the film by showing the end scene from, well, part of the end scene from the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Still as iconic when you watch it, Gunnar Hansen dancing with the chainsaw, and this film, brilliant film, but there's a couple of faults with it, and I know that I'm probably not the only one that thinks this. I didn't go to see it in 3D when it came out in the cinema, so I was a bit surprised when there were bits that were fit in just for 3D, because it looked quite shoddy, really. It wasn't that impressive. There's a bit where he throws the chainsaw and it spins around and it's meant to come out towards you if you're watching it in 3D. Well, as you can clearly see, no 3D in the title, no 3D version. I mean, it's the same when Final Destination 4 or The Final Destination did it in 3D. There's bits that you can clearly see are meant for 3D, but they're not. Goodness knows how this would have fared as a 3D film. I've not seen it. Some very good special features. Audio commentary stars Bill Moseley, Gunnar Hansen, Marilyn Burns and John Duggan. Features alternate opening and more. Very good special features on this. And it's just as bloody and violent as you would expect it to be. Now, it's odd because this was released, 39 years after the original? So it's odd because it's a direct sequel of the 1974 film, even though there's already been several other Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequels, such as the second one, and I believe the third one was called Leatherheads, but I'm not sure. I'll check that out sometime. Basically, what happens in the film is a girl is left by a house by her real parents. Was it grandparents? I'm not sure. But she was adopted and she had no clue that they even existed. She goes to their house and this person tries stealing their stuff, opens the cellar door, and out comes an absolutely frightening and older Leatherface. Of course, even though he's older, he's still strong as hell, because I mean he's 6 foot something. He's still as violent as he ever was, and he has quite a collection of chainsaws down there. One of the freakiest bits is where he takes the face off the policeman and sews it to his own face. If you've not seen the film, that bit is absolutely freaky because you can actually see the needle going in and out, and it's the thread has got blood all over it, so it's quite not shocking, but you wouldn't expect them to actually do that. What do I have to say about this? Apart from the end scene, okay, so that clearly hints that there could be more. If you've not seen it, basically what happens is the main female character, who is also related to Leatherface, basically keeps him locked up in the cellar as she has been asked to do in the will of her mother or grandmother, I'm not sure. And basically it's saying that she does that. Now, the slaughterhouse scene. That bit clearly shows, I know I mentioned this in the previous video, but that bit clearly shows that Leatherface is human, because he gets beaten up and he gets blooded and he nearly gets killed. So that would have been the end of Leatherface if he had been killed, because I doubt they would have brought him back like Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, and so on. Absolutely genius, absolutely dark, gruesome and bloody as hell, but it's just, as you would expect, a 2013 sequel of a 1974 film. Very fun watch. Like I said, the 3D bits don't really fit in, and they didn't need to do it in 3D, really. I think they only did it because it's the in thing at the time. 8.5 out of 10. It would have been higher, but the 3D put it off for me, but there wasn't much else they can do to improve it. Absolutely brilliant.